Day 778 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, y'all, we're back again another day, another LeetCode problem where we're doing daily LeetCode problems. And today we have question number 1840, maximum building height. The difficulty level is hard, but don't worry because you already know we're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand as possible. But before we get started, y'all, don't forget to like, hype, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you need any new Apple AirPods, go ahead and check out that link in the description so you can get you some. Now let's see what the question says. You want to build N new buildings in a city. The new buildings will be built in a line and are labeled from 1 to N. However, there are city restrictions on the heights of the new buildings. The height of each building must be a non-negative integer. The height of the first building must be 0. The height difference between any two adjacent buildings cannot exceed 1. Additionally, there are city restrictions on maximum height of specific buildings. These restrictions are given as a 2D integer array restrictions where restrictions of I is equal to IDI max height of I. Indicates the building IDI must have a height less than or equal to max height I. It is guaranteed that each building will appear at most once in restrictions and building 1 will not be in restrictions. Return the maximum possible height for the tallest building. All right, y'all, so that may seem a little bit confusing at first, so let's go ahead and take a look at these examples just to make sure that we are doing this problem correctly. So, in example 1, we have our input n equals 5, restrictions equals the 2D array of integers, first array being 2 and 1, next array being 4 and 1. The output is 2, explanation says the green area in the image indicates the maximum allowed height for each building. We can build the buildings with height 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, and the tallest building has a height of 2. So let's break this down one step further, right? So we have n equals 5. That means we have 5 buildings that need to be built. Restrictions, so that means this right here is for the building, right? So ID is the building ID. So sorry, this right here, the building ID right here. Boom. So 2 can have a max height of 1. That's why this building at 2 has a height of 1. That's the max height. And then 4 also can have a max height of 1, right? That's this right here. It says right here that the height difference between any two adjacent buildings cannot exceed 1. So, and if this building has a max height of 1, or in this case, if this building is 1 and this building is 1, that means this building can only be 2, 1, or 0, right? It can only have uh, the difference cannot exceed 1, right? So this building cannot be any taller than 2. Same with this building, it cannot be any taller than 2 because the adjacent building only has a height of 1, and we cannot, once again, exceed the height limit more than 1 for any 2 adjacent buildings. So just in case that didn't make sense, let's take a look at example 2. So in example 2, our input 6, restrictions equals 0, the output is 5. So this time it says the green area in the image indicates the maximum allowed height for each building. We can build the buildings with the height 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the tallest building has a height of 5. Boom. So once again, similar to the previous example. First we have 0, then we have 1, then this building has a height of 1, this building has a height of 2, this has a height of 3, 4, 5, and so on, because once again, we want to return the maximum possible height of the tallest building. And in this case, since each adjacent building cannot exceed the height limit of the previous building by more than 1, the maximum height we can get is 5, being though we have no restrictions. So since there's no restrictions, we could just build each building taller, 1 unit taller than the last. And in the end, if we have 6 buildings, in the end, the final building will have a height of 5. Now, just in case that didn't make sense, let's take a look at example 3. So in example 3, n equals 10, restrictions equals a 2D array of integers, first array 5, 3, then 2, 5, then 7, 4, then 10, 3. This time the output is 5. It says the green area in the image indicates the maximum allowed height for each building. We can build the buildings with height 0, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 4, 3, and the tallest building has a height of 5. Boom, y'all. So Same principles apply. This time n equals 10, so we have 10 buildings. Restrictions, so building 5 cannot be taller than 3. Building 2 cannot be taller than 5, but it can be shorter than 5. Oh, sorry, over here. It cannot be taller than 5, but it can be shorter than 5, because remember it says up here that's the max height. So building ID must have a height less than or equal to. So in this case, it's less than, or excuse me, we down here. It's less than for building 2, and then building 7 has a max height of 4. That's why this has a height of 4, and building 10 has a max height of 3, and that's why this has 3. Now with these restrictions, right, and remember, the height limit cannot exceed the previous height limit or adjacent height limit by more than 1. So with these restrictions, the tallest building right here would be 8 with a height of 5. And since 5 would be the tallest building, that's why we return 5, y'all. So boom, I hope that makes sense to y'all. And now that we understand the question, let's get into the fun part, the actual solution. Solution is not that difficult at all. Excuse me, y'all. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we need to create a mutable copy of the restrictions array. So we'll just come right here, declare a variable called rest, and we could just set that equal to restrictions. Boom. Now, building 1 must always have height 0, so we're going to add that restriction explicitly. So we'll say rest dot append append, open up the parentheses, open up the square brackets, we're going to say 1, comma 0. Boom. Then we need to sort the restrictions by building index so that we can process them from left to right. So we say rest dot sort, open up the brackets, $0, square bracket 0, come outside of that, we'll say less than, $1, square bracket 0. Boom. Now, if there's no restriction for building n, we're going to add a theoretical restriction. Since adjacent buildings can differ by at most 1, the maximum possible height at building n is n minus 1. So, boom. We'll say if rest dot last exclamation point square bracket 0 does not equal exclamation point n. So then we'll open up the brackets. We'll say rest dot append, open up the parentheses, square bracket n, comma n minus 1. Boom. Then we'll come underneath this and we'll say let m equal rest dot count. Boom. Now we're going to do a left to right pass and ensure that each restriction is reachable from the previous restriction while respecting the rule that heights can increase by at most 1 per building. So we're going to say for I and 1 dot dot less than m, we'll open up the brackets, and we need the distance between the two restricted buildings by saying let dist equal rest square bracket I, come outside of that, square bracket 0, come outside of that, minus rest square bracket I minus 1, come outside of that, square bracket 0. Boom. Then the current building's height excuse me, cannot exceed the previous height plus the distance. So we'll come underneath this and we'll say rest square bracket I square bracket 1, come outside of that, we'll set that equal to min, open up the parentheses, rest square bracket I square bracket 1, come outside of that, we'll say comma rest square bracket I minus 1, come outside of that, square bracket 1, plus this. Boom. Now we need to do our right to left pass. So we'll come underneath this for loop and we'll say for I n stride, open up the parentheses, from colon m minus 2, comma through colon 0, comma by colon negative 1. Boom. And we'll open up the brackets And we need to get the distance between the two restricted buildings by saying let dist equal rest square bracket I plus 1, come outside that square bracket 0, minus rest square bracket I square bracket 0. Boom. Then the current building's height cannot exceed the next restriction's height plus the distance. So we come underneath this and we say rest square bracket I square bracket 1 equals min, open up the parentheses, rest square bracket I square bracket 1, comma, rest square bracket I plus 1, come outside of that square bracket 1, come outside of that, plus this. Boom. Now we need the max global height, so we'll come underneath this and we'll say max global height equals 0. Boom. Now, after adjusting all restrictions, we need to determine the maximum height achievable between every pair of consecutive restricted buildings. So we're going to say for I and 1 dot less than m, open up the brackets, and the number of buildings between the two restrictions, again, it's going to be let dist equal rest square bracket I square bracket 0, come outside of that, minus rest square bracket I minus 1, come outside of that square bracket 0. Boom. And now we need the heights at the left and right restriction points. So we come underneath this and we'll say let h1 equal rest square bracket I minus 1, come on that square bracket 1. And we'll come underneath this. We'll say let h2 equal rest square bracket I square bracket 1. Now, between two valid restriction points, the highest peak is achieved by increasing one each step until reaching a peak, then decreasing by 1 to satisfy the right restriction. So we'll come underneath this and we'll say max global height equals max, open up the parentheses, max global height, comma, hold on, sorry y'all, gotta fix these parentheses, comma, open up some more parentheses, and we are going to say dist plus h1 plus h2, come outside of those, we're going to divide by 2. Boom. Now, we're not done yet because we still need to return the maximum possible building height by coming underneath this, and we could say return max global height. Boom. So let's give it a run. Make sure that runs properly. Okay, we got an error, so let's see. Sorry, I think it's because there's 2 spaces right there. Let's see if that's what it was. Okay, that's still not what it was. Oh. Oh, this should be an equal sign, not a minus sign. That's what it was. So now let's give it a run, see if that did the trick. Okay, we got another error. This looks like a typo. So let's get rid of this S and run it again. Oh my goodness. Max global height. So this should be let. So now let's let's run it again. Oh, sorry, y'all. This should be a var. Excuse me. Now let's run it again. And it's accepted. So now let's go ahead and submit it. Make sure it's still accepted after we submit it. And look at that, y'all. 52 milliseconds beats 100% of users. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see, y'all. So before we go, make sure you get one more look at the code. This is the top part. This is the bottom. And yeah, y'all, with that being said, I hope y'all learned something today. And I hope to see y'all here tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. See y'all then.